Metagames in Gacha Games, the illusion of free choice. Is it over for the Gacha community? Is chasing meta getting out of hand? Is it time for Gacha gamers to finally play a real game? Likely. Alright, so let's get into it. What do we have over here? Right, boom.
A metagame is defined as a game beyond the game and actually has two different branch concepts. The first refers to more casual, meaningful interactions between players outside of the core game experience, like when playing
I'm trying to remember. Bellerbok. This is Bellerbok's theme song. I think. Yeah, it's Bellerbok. Yep.
Magic the Gathering or Dungeons and Dragons. But the branch most people think of when hearing the word metagame today comes from competitive games. It refers to the most popular, precise, and optimal ways to play a game for an advantage. And even if you haven't consciously thought about the metagame of a game you've been playing, you've probably been following it in one way or another. In League of Legends, you said,
and there it is! Faker! What was yo? Can we get a big Ponga? Yo, wait. Gacha players, I just want to show you guys what peak performance looks like. All right, peep this shit. Right, peep this shit. Big Ponga BJ! Alright, so that is what true meta game looks like, right? That is what true meta game looks like. Okay, anyways, let's continue.
send one person top, one jungle, one mid, and two bot. There is technically nothing in the game that forces you and your teammates to go to these positions. You could run around the map wherever you want, but your chances of winning would plummet pretty dramatically. So players all
Wait, I'm pretty sure there was this meta like way back in the days where they swapped top lane and bot lane, right? They made a top lane go bot lane and bot lane went top lane. I felt like that there was this point. I forgot what season it was, but it was done in competitive play. River Shen, holy shit.
Understand that following these guidelines give them and their team the best chance of winning. It's sort of just the way it is.
Is that Xingqiu? Bro, I thought it's a she.
It is the meta. And on top of this, some characters are better than others. So using the current versions,
sorry guys, I just saw cancer in my screen, so yeah, I just died a little bit.
strongest characters will inherently give you another advantage over the other team. Plain and simple, that is the metagame. Or let's take a hard pivot to one of my favorite games of all time, Harvest Moon Magical Melody.
Oh my god, he didn't say League of Legends. Oh my god, I'm so sad.
For the GameCube. Now, this is a single-player farming game with no competitive aspect whatsoever, but you may find yourself growing breadfruit in the spring because it sells for the highest amount of money tied with cabbage. But breadfruit
$300 for a fruit?
while cabbage does not.
Holy
more profits overall. Of course, I would choose to make more money for my farm if I could, so breadfruit could be seen as the meta. But the idea of a meta game in Gacha Games is a very intriguing and dangerous topic that I want to talk about today.
Whoa, dangerous shit. Super Break being this good is criminal. We are getting to dangerous categories of how Super Break has destroyed the meta landscape in Honkai Starbucks. Dangerous category, guys. Dangerous.
To understand why a gacha game meta can be so volatile, we need to understand what a gacha game is at its core. Gacha games are a genre of games that boil down to these main
you spend money and you lose. Done.
points. They are free to play, but the more infamous trait, the way that they make money, is the gacha itself, which entices players to spend in-game currency to receive random in-game items or characters. This in-game currency can be earned over time just by playing the game, usually every single day, or can be obtained immediately by spending real-life money. While I'll be touching on multiple gacha games in this video, one of my main focuses is going to be on Hoyoverse style gacha games like Genshin Impact. If you're new to the channel, I make content on Hoyoverse games. As of late,
Have you tried this game called Wuthering Waves? It's the better... I'm just kidding.
mostly Genshin Impact. So, for better or for worse, I'd like to consider myself an expert on these topics. I think for any game to truly have a meta, there needs to be a core goal that the meta surrounds. In League of Legends, it is quite simply to win the game, to rage elo, whatever, to beat the other team. But Hoyoverse games don't...
Not just to beat the other team, it's to beat them so bad. So bad that they actually just quit. Either or they rage. Every time they fail again, you type a question mark. It drives them insane. And before you know it, you don't win the game by taking the enemy nexus. You win the game when you break the enemy jungler's mental. and they start running it down. That is when you actually win the game. You break people.
Have an end of the game. There is no competitive PvP mode where you compete against others, and no leaderboard. What Genshin has to challenge the players' characters and skill is the Spiral Abyss. Star Rail and ZZZ have game modes just like this in the same structure, but we're gonna use Genshin Impact as the main example for now. The Abyss.
Why use Genshin Impact? Why? What's wrong with Star Rail? Huh? Why? What's wrong with shield defense? Why? No, I'm just kidding.
Series of 12 different battle challenges, getting progressively more difficult as you descend in floors, with the ultimate achievement being clearing floor 12 of the Abyss with 9.
Wait, why is he censoring his team? Is his team so bad that he doesn't want to show it? Like, oh my god, how dare you use this dog shit team? Is he scared to get backlash from the Genshin Impact community? It's like, what the f are you doing, my man? Who the f say you can use this skill?
9 stars. Stars are granted based on the time it took you to clear the floor. So you need to beat floor 12 and beat it fast enough to get the max rewards. These rewards include money, experience, artifacts, but most importantly, the premium gacha in-game currency.
Yeah.
And the
wow, is that 400? Is that 400?
But most importantly, the premium gacha in-game
150, 150, 150, 100. Oh, 550. Wait, why was the last one 100 instead of 150? Oh, that's old? Oh, it's 800 now. So it's basically 3 pools? 4? No, it's not even 4. Oh, it's 4 pools. It's 800. Okay, that's
facts.
Okay,
but
yeah,
most
that's
importantly,
good.
the
5
premium
pools?
gacha in-game
5 pools?
currency,
Insane.
Primo Gems. And the Abyss rewards reset every 30 days. So once every 30 days, you need to accomplish this for the rewards. So with
you get 5 pools a month for defeating the hardest content in the game. That is absolutely incredible value. Absolutely. 5 whole pools.
This laid out, the meta game of Genshin would revolve around using the best characters possible with the most optimal artifacts and weapons on those said characters to be able to clear floor 12 with 9 stars. And Genshin releases new characters or reruns old ones every update, with the Abyss changing as well to favor these characters. So if the Abyss is a difficult challenge and these characters have an advantage, we're gonna have to follow the meta to be able to clear it, right? No. Any character could clear the Abyss. Characters that are seen as outdated or power crept like Ganyu and Hu Tao absolutely thrash the Abyss. You can beat the Abyss using all 4-star characters, the weaker, easier to obtain, non-limited banner characters. A full team of characters, artifacts, and weapons that all came out on Genshin's release over 4 years ago can clear floor 12 of the Abyss with 9 stars. If this is true, which it is, it's all on my channel, okay? What is the point of following Genshin Impact's metagame? If there was a competitive ladder that rated your clear time versus other players' times and gave...
What the fuck are they doing? What the fuck are they doing?
rewards based on where you ranked, then I could see following the meta, but there isn't. Or if clearing the Abyss in a blazing fast time of 30 seconds, well within the 3 minutes you have to clear for the 9-star rating, resulted in bonus rewards and a trophy, then maybe I would. But it doesn't. Because of Genshin's endgame, the rewards, and the power level of the game as a whole, I think following the meta is a complete waste of time.
Okay, but that being said, I get what I'm saying. If you can do this with X, Y, Z, why do you need to do A, B, C? You know, but that being said, you can't deny... Okay, I'm just going to use Honkai Starbucks as an example because I'm a Honkai Starbucks dude. For example, if you could clear Memory of Chaos 12 with a Scylla hyper carry team, right? You get a good crit rate, right? You give her like a 175C sparkle, step on the E1 Bubbin of Fusion. You can probably clear, or you just run the super breakers. Fuck your crit ratio, fuck your speed tuning, fuck your idleness, fuck everything. You just run the super. Which one is easier? Or rather, which one is faster for a player trying to clear that? I think that is the difference between both options.
Gacha games, all these different characters and weapons that may be the best right now are not right at your fingertips. You need to go out of your way to pull them with your resources you've been saving up or spend money. Gachas employ a lot of strategies to take advantage of you, like FOMO, fear of missing out. Characters are only available for a limited time, and if they're the best, I've got to get them now. Price anchoring,
Now!
like bonuses you'll get for spending more, or easing you in with the $5 welcome move. And the pity system, meaning you are guaranteed to get that character you want if and only if you spend enough of the in-game currency. The reason I am so adamant and passionate about not following a Gacha Games meta to a T is because once you start spending your premium in-game currency on whatever the best thing is at the time and not what you want to actually spend it on, you have lost and the game has won. All right, this is getting a little bit heavy, so let's take it a step back, okay? I'm gonna say I really like Gacha Games, all right? I wouldn't dedicate my entire channel and stream to Gacha Games if I didn't enjoy them, because believe it or not, making content for Gacha Games is not the most lucrative.
Gacha Games historically have a low CPM, money earned per 1,000 views, and low Twitch sub counts. Gacha gamers be spending on themselves, respect LL. Well, I actually never thought of that. Oh shit. Should we make crypto content? Should we pump out a Pokke coin? Buy Pokke coin now. The latest fashion in cryptocurrency. It is going to the moon. We are now a finance channel. Buying crypto coin now, it was secure. This is not monetary advice, by the way. This is not financial advice.
Gaming content decision I could possibly make. I really like resource management games. I like anime style games. I like hot anime chicks, okay? And yes, the gacha is a fun rush of adrenaline, you know, chance, whatever, every once in a while. Being a gacha degen is a little bit—
What the f? Hey, Moss, ban him.
But I do feel like being a gacha game creator comes with some sort of responsibility. Even if I spend $0 in these gacha games, by me playing them, creating content for them, I am promoting them. And I genuinely think the gacha in tandem with the endgame modes of Hoyoverse games really lend a lot of self-expression and freedom to players to play whatever characters they want.
Okay, this statement is a little bit... I wouldn't say I fully agree with this statement. Because speaking as a legitimately a new player, I know I'm definitely in the minority. I cannot do this. And it is not because like you learn the mashing, the positioning, the fundamental mechanics of the game, all that kind of stuff. But I do not have the resources that a lot of the old Genshin players have accrued for the past 4 years. So just starting out a game, and if I wanna... Okay, let's just take it for example. If I want to get to Spiral Abyss 12 as fast as humanly possible, there's no way you telling me running this full 4-star team will allow me to create the content compared to if I was a player that put for Nahida, Farina, Arlecchino, Nervlet. Like, it will be infinitely easier, faster, and more comfortable for me as someone that is trying to get to this quote-unquote endgame content that is like rotation based. Because old Genshin players, or not even Genshin, but old meta, old gacha players, they have the benefit of time. Time is one of, if not the most valuable resource that you can have as a gacha player. So over the past months, years, whatever, you have enough resources to basically build whatever you want with good relics, with good, you know, in this case, items or constellations, especially for 4 stars. And eventually you can have the position to clear these endgame contents that if you are starting from a perspective of a new player coming to the game, you're simply not going to have that luxury. That's just me personally.
So when
leave your thoughts down in the comments below. Yippee!
I see people not thinking for themselves, pulling so deeply based on whatever the meta is, it kind of sucks to see, you know? Now, there are gacha games with competitive PvP game.
Oh, okay, chat. I'ma keep it a buck. I'ma keep it a buck in 250. Epic 7. Deadass. I could have been an Epic 7 gacha gamer, but unfortunately, I wasn't really there during the time when Epic 7 popped off. The whole I would play gacha, but then after a while, life kind of took over, and then I had uni, I had to study, I had to touch grass, and I kind of got out of gaming. Dude, I swear, if I was there during the phase of Epic 7, I'll be in so deep. I'll probably be the next. I'll be Jelenzard 2.0. I'll be so deep in Epic 7 because of the whole PvP system in the gacha game. But luckily for me, I didn't. So yeah.
Game modes where the meta has a lot more weight to it. I want to use games that I have experience with.
Oh my god,
myself,
AFK
for example. So for this,
yo, AFK Johnny guys, best AFK episode is it? Episode
use Fire Emblem Heroes. There are a few different competitive PvP game modes in Fire Emblem Heroes.
I heard this game, you get power creep every single patch, and it's not like a baby power. It's like straight up. You pull this DPS or you just die in the PvP because it just completely shits all over everyone.
Leaderboards and higher rewards for the better you do. And Fire Emblem Heroes consistently follows a pattern of releasing a super strong character that feels like you must pull them to dominate everyone. And then they release a hard counter to that character a month or two later, and then they rinse and repeat. So look, if you are a try-hard competitive player in this game, pulling these units is going to feel necessary to stay in the top ranks of the competitive modes, right? There is something to strive for, to compete for, and pulling these top tier meta characters are going to help me stay on top. But in Genshin Impact, there is no PvP mode.
There is. You just don't know it. It's in your daily lives, right? It's in Twitter, it's in Discord, it's on Reddit, it's on YouTube videos, you know. Oh my god, you can't zero cycle kill. You're worthless. Oh my god, look at Blade. Look at Blade doing the, oh my god. My Scylla can shit out more damage than your Blade. Oh my god, look at my E1 Bubbin, guys. Look at my E1 Bubbin. Oh my god, I just do 5,000 billion more damage than your E1 Bubbin. Oh my god, your E1 Bubbin. Oh my god, your wait, what? Your facial doesn't have 100% crit rate. It serves zero purpose. She serves zero, but look at my facial. There's PvP everywhere. It's just that you don't know it. Or rather, you're not in it.
There is no competition. There is no leaderboard. So why would I ever need to follow what is on top of the meta so closely? And by the way, I don't enjoy this about Fire Emblem Heroes, okay? I'm not defending it. I don't even play the competitive modes in Fire Emblem Heroes. I just play because my childhood friends play. We all love Fire Emblem, and I pretty much just pull for hot chicks, all right? That's why I play. So while I personally think it is cringe and predatory, I can clearly see a reason and benefit to following the meta in a game.
Is that a fucking vegetable dragon? Holy shit.
Like this, while in Genshin, I cannot. By the way, this game method of making stronger and stronger characters over time is called power creep. It's used in pretty much every live service.
Oh my god, the Voidlings look so fucking ugly back then. What the f am I even looking at? It's so ugly. Holy, is that Bart? Who's playing Bart? If you play Bart, you're bad.
Game, and Gacha is no exception. And the meta of games very obviously is going to follow this power creep, with the strongest characters doing the creeping and older characters being crept. With the release of Shilonen, the new Geo 5-star unit in Genshin, I had non-stop people asking me and talking about the same thing: is Shilonen gonna power creep Kazuha? Meaning, is Kazuha worse than this new character, Shilonen? Let's say Shilonen did power creep Kazuha, alright? And she is a little bit better than him. Kazuha is one of the best characters in the entire game. He is absolutely broken and helps any team that he's on just absolutely trivialize the Abyss. So if this Shilonen girl was slightly better than Kazuha, would that somehow make him worse? No.
It doesn't make him worse, but it still makes her better though. You get what I'm saying? So like, if you can only have one, we're not saying that Kazuha is useless, but if I can only get one, I will want to know which one is better. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying, oh my god, Kazuha is not unplayable. But if you're an old player for Genshin Impact and you already have him, sure, she's worth the upgrade, then you can build different teams, all that kind of stuff. But if I'm a new player, I will want to know which one is better just because I can only get one. So that's me. That's me. As a new player experience.
He is just as
also, yeah, he's a dude, so fuck him.
Strong as he always has been. And like I mentioned before, you can beat the Abyss with 4 stars only. Old characters only. And easily, in fact. So why would power...
Silonen is rank 12. Kazuha is rank 2. What is he talking about?
Oh, absolutely. According to the most credible resource online, Watch Mojo, Silonen is just completely dog. You're absolutely fucking right. You're absolutely fucking right. You're right.
In Genshin Impact matter. The truth is...
Kachina.
If Arlecchino can clear the Abyss in 45 seconds, while Hu Tao, another Pyro DPS, clears it in 55 seconds, it doesn't matter. Those times get you the same rewards.
Okay, it doesn't matter, but it would matter for players that can, you know, they will want to get to their content as easily and as quick and like least path of resistance, right? So saying that Arlecchino is better than Hu Tao, I feel like it is fine to say this because it will help players that want to get there, you know? Saying that, oh, you shouldn't say X character is better than Y character, I think it's not that good. Because especially if you're a new player, you can't invest in everything, right? Like even now, I have like a lot of different characters in Genshin Impact. I can't even build them because I just don't have enough resources. Because I was just so late to Genshin Impact. So I would want to know which character is better than the other character so that I can focus my resources and get them to where they want to be via the path of least resistance, right? I would rather build Super Break than build DOT. Or rather, or build a Blade Hyper Carry. Or build a Jingyuan Hyper Carry, you know? Path of least resistance to endgame content, I feel like it is a healthy discussion, especially for players that are trying to get into the gacha game, especially if they're new, right?
They are both given a 9-star rating. So yes, while power creep does exist in Genshin Impact, caring about it and honing in on it as a point of reference for which characters to pull or not is just another trap mindset of pulling for meta and not what you actually want. Power creep has been proven time and time again to not end up mattering in Genshin Impact at all. And of course, there is an elephant of sorts in the room that we need to talk about. I keep talking about doing what the player wants, doing what will make you have fun and not doing what the game wants you to do. But what if using the strongest, most optimal characters and clearing the game as fast as possible every single time is how you have fun? Do you know what I have to say to you? Homie, glad you are having a good time. There is seriously nothing wrong.
Oh, I thought you was about to say the famous 3 alphabet word, but okay, yeah.
Wrong with that. If you know that's what you want and how you want to play the game, that is cool. I am not an anti-meta player. I like to create these really hard challenges for myself, like trying to beat Genshin Impact in 3 weeks or trying to beat the Abyss with only 4 stars. And in these challenges, I am using the best 4-star characters with the best weapons I have for them. Or in the 3-week challenge, I used what I thought were the best possible options available to me, aka following the meta of these characters and builds. I am not an advocate of using suboptimal bad stuff in opposition of the stinky, stupid meta, okay? I am an advocate of helping people play these games in the most fun and enjoyable way for them. So yeah.
That's very respectable, by the way. That's a very respectable goal. It depends on how you want to have fun. If you want to speed run, zero cycle, clear Spire Blitz in 30 seconds, you do you right. But if you just want to, you know, if you're dealt with the cards that you have, and it's helping you make the best use of how you can play your cards, I think that's very nice. Yeah, absolutely. It's the reason why I didn't pull Nervlet, by the way. Alright, I didn't not pull Nervlet because I'm a dum-dum and I'm gonna fuck myself in the ass when he was bad. I didn't pull Nervlet because I hate men. No, I'm just kidding. I didn't pull it because chat told me that if I were to pull Nervlet, I would just stop having fun in Genshin Impact because he just one-shots everything and it doesn't make me interact with the game mechanics anymore. Like I wouldn't need to learn elemental reactions. I wouldn't need to learn precision. I wouldn't need to know swap. All I need to do is swap in, press a charge heavy, and everything just dies. So although that allows me to clear everything in the fastest possible way, but it might not necessarily mean that is the best way to play the game, right? So I fully agree with this.
Yes, if the meta is what you enjoy, this doesn't super pertain to you.
I eased aircon because Chad gave it to me, right? So let's not get ahead of ourselves.
And you know what you want and what you have fun doing. But there are tons of players out there whose goals are not as clear-cut. Players who ask streamers or their
Same as not pulling E6, it ruins your fun if you care more about gameplay.
Yep, the only reason why we ever pull for E6 is literally during our subathon or YouTube Oilers, and then we just got it. All right, so that's our. I've never ever put an E6 ever since.
Friends for advice on who to pull for since they want multiple points of view before they decide. Or players that are influenced by what they hear online.
Oh no,
how
Reddit.
Those characters are really
oh
strong.
No, Reddit.
These characters are really fun. But more often than not, I think players regret pulling for characters they heard were really strong over a character they just really like for one reason or another. As someone who may influence people's decision online with what I say or do with a character, I think I need to be mindful about how I present things. I like making tier lists of Genshin's cast every single year, giving you my
Did bro just give Kokomi the rank 20 according to Watch Mojo at Game Changers?
About how I present things. I like making tier.
Oh my god. How dare he go? That's crazy. She's ranked 20 in Watch Mojo, guys. Bro just lying for fun. Yeah,
Tier list of Genshin's cast every single year, giving you my personal opinion on the best characters in the game and explaining why they every single year, giving you my personal opinion on the best.
Oh my god, is that Hue and what's her name again? Fish? Hue and Fish. S plus game changers. Absolutely insane.
characters in the game and explaining why they are so good. But I always started off with a caveat of pull for who you want, anyone can clear the abyss, and the game is all about fun. Whether you play a Hoyoverse game or a different gacha game that has real competitive modes with PvP, I just want you to ask yourself, are you pulling for a reason that will personally make you happy and enjoy the game more, or for some proposed power up to your account in the
What did he do? What did Nervlet do? Oh no.
short term? Find how you are going to have fun playing the game, okay? Whether it's meta or not, just so you don't feel regret after you spend your precious primo gems or crystals or whatever, all right? I hope this video helped you.
Wait, he just made Fischl jump down into her death.
Or precious primo gems or crystals
Oh
or
shit.
whatever.
Yeah, she did.
All right. I hope this video helped you realize that maybe the metagame of Gacha Games is just a little bit of a trap, kind of even maybe like a marketing ploy.
Okay,
and just
alright.
that, hey, think about what you really want to do, my dudes. I just want you guys to have fun. I just want to be in a happy gacha world with all of y'all. Okay, so hey, thank you guys for watching the channel. I appreciate.
Unfortunately, that will honestly never ever happen. Because you're not allowed to have fun, guys. You're not allowed to have fun. That is because like, unless you're off of social media, whatever way you are having fun, it will always be met with scrutiny and opposition. You're not allowed to have fun. Unless you're like, okay, for example, right? If I were to reference my Unk days, I played this game called Dragalia Lost. Excellent game, by the way. Dragalia Lost was an excellent goddamn game. There are a lot of characters. Gala Cleo. Gala Cleo was the... It was something. Okay, basically, I played this game called Dragalia Lost. I was not involved with any community. I was not involved with Reddit. I was not involved with Facebook, Discord. I didn't use a single community. I legitimately just played that gacha game because it was fun on my phone. So I only played it for myself and myself alone. But compare that experience to fast forward now, if you were to play Honkai Starbucks, you play Genshin, play any Wuthering Waves, whatever, any games, and if you were to be part of a community, you will realize the landscape is very, very different compared to if you legitimately just play the game by yourself and for yourself only. Whatever thing, whatever means, whatever way you're having fun, oh, I pull for waifus, oh, I pull for meta, there will always be another side of like the people saying, oh, what? Ew, cringe. Why? Oh my god. It will always be this case as long as you're involved with any sort of community, specifically gacha communities, right? So it is what it is.
The living crap out of you guys. Drop a sub, all right? I make amazing.
Yep, absolutely, chat. Absolutely brilliant goddamn video. So TLDR, having fun is more important than quote-unquote meta, if you want to summarize this entire video so far. But that being said, me personally, I feel that having the quote-unquote tier list, having the quote-unquote meta, having the opinions of, oh, whether Arlecchino is better than Hu Tao, I think that is still quite important, especially for players trying to enter into gacha, because although you can clear everything using whatever you want to do, there's always going to be a path of least resistance, and if you're a new player trying to get in, it will give them a more comfortable experience if they know which one is, like, I guess in this case better, right? Like if I knew Arlecchino was better than Hu Tao, then I would want to prove Arlecchino, right? So just a slight example that I can give. Word of the day is going to be no fun allowed. Join Twitch, join YouTube, join Discord, join Twitter, join TikTok. All the best for Gacha Pools. I'll see you guys next time. Take care.